Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to have a meeting discussion, to talk about the last event in regards of the kidnap of Mike Harris, which in a certain way is affecting us because of the critics done to his behavior during this last war report. So I would like to hear each personal opinion on this matter. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
I
let's
think
start with
that
you, Jeanette.
okay. So I think that is something that can be handled by oneself, saying that is not true and just believing on who you are. So I will be a good. I think it will be a good idea. Let that the action or real life will show who is the person, and let the people know through interviews or maybe a documental on TV showing the achievement and the same time at the same time of the rest of the people, because it's showing who you are, at least in a real life on at real time. So I think is that is the version who you are, letting know any information about the criticism that is showing different person who you are. So what do you think, Ms. Javier?
Well, the way I see it, it is not convenient to state that the event it is not true because in fact it was. I would say to generate a report explaining to the public opinion about the security and safety measures that are given to our work correspondents in regard of the risks to develop this job, and that despite to all of this instruction the probability of being kidnapped again.
I agree with you, Javier. Obviously, this fact was a big mistake made by one of our correspondents. But we can deny to the reality. As a company, we must work as a team, and as a priority, we must deal with the welfare of our staff, in spite of its error. However, the criticism of our company is more than evident, and the way of acting of our correspondent was the least decided. But I propose to make an explanatory report or a documentary of the reality and the risk that you have to live as a journalist in these countries, because we want that the community is always aware of what is really happening and trying to open their eyes. Um, of course, without denying the responsibility of our correspondent, because our plan was never to risk his life and demonstrate this war.
Well, I reckon that the responsibility on our side can be can't be ignored, and we can make it up by doing the documentary Michelle and Javier told before. It is a way we are showing concern to other people. Besides this, I consider important to find the way to prepare better our staff, of course, under these circumstances might experienced, such as self-defense, a basic guide how to alert us, or how to act if the journalist is in danger. Different useful courses, basically. At least the percentage of risk could be less.
So yeah, you're right. Here, so I see that the
It's true, guys. It's really true. So I think, bearing in mind your thoughts and opinions, I think the best thing for the newspaper is to speak out with the truth. So it may set us free, you know? as they know it's not an easy phase we are going through. So I guess we should really work on it.
Okay,
Uh,
so well, it as I see, it must not be a discipline for him. But he's just doing his job, and it is an act of bravery. I think bravery. So just going in the middle of a war to get report about it, the people around know that the terrible battles in a war and what are the purposes for that fight for that really important point of it. So I think it's not just a doing his job. I mean,
well, that's exactly what I was going to say. I don't believe it. It's necessary to discipline him, but whether it's important to do a feedback meeting with him to reinforce him the security and safety measures that he should always take and always consider taking care of his personal integrity, because these big issues is going to affect our image as a company.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. He only tried to maximize the situation to the most realistic possible, showing how this war is lived. Unfortunately, he didn't expect that he will be a victim of this. He ran many risks and endangered his life. So I think we should realize that training to our staff about the type of situations they can deal with it or how to do it.
Yes, and this may be a little bit controversial. Our emotions cannot be involved. We should be rational and place journalists' shoes before making decisions. I entirely agree with Javier and Michelle. We make mistakes, and every single person deserves opportunities to improve the performance in the field by receiving opinions, feedbacks, strategies to grow up as a person and professional. Um, we as we are as a company and we as a company and Mike as an employee learn how to manage situations we never planned to experience.
Mhm. That's really true. I totally agree. So, I think we all at some point agreed on making what is best for the newspaper and for all of our staff members. So, which will be a step to have an idea on how members can feel by working in the company. By just backing them up, giving them the support, that's the key word, is support, because at the end of the day, they're just trying to do their best when they're working out there as hard as they can. So sanctioning Mike wouldn't be a solution to the situation. Neither to what he's going through. As mentioned before, we shall speak with the group and use the correct strategy to make people conscious about what it takes. Well, I guess this could be good for Mike so he can learn and take this as an experience, another experience, and he would understand that sometimes following advice and recommendation is the best thing. And will not being more, I wish that you may have a good day and thank you for your time. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good day as well.
Okay, thank you so much to all of you.
fresh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.